They're off in the Pegasus World Cup. Locked was a step slow to get going, last to break. Excellent start for Saudi Crown from down toward the inside, and Florent Giroux will send Saudi Crown right to the top. Stronghold comes away in second with an inside lane. It's Mixto into third. Brian Hernandez Jr. and the Kentucky Derby winner Mystic Dan up close to the action. He's now third in the green cap. It's a length and a half to the gray White Abario racing outside of Newgrange. Then it's the team of Locked and Skippy Longstocking. They've gone 4 ahead of Power Squeeze. Well back early are Croupy and Steel Sunshine. They complete the opening quarter in 23-2. It's not flying, it's not crawling either. Saudi Crown has the lead by a length and a half. Mystic Dan races on the outside of a second running Stronghold. Moving out the rail in fourth is Mixto. Then it's a well-settled White Abario. He's the gray. He's in the clear, and he's only about 2 lengths off the pace setter. Newgrange is next. He's racing about 5 lengths behind with Skippy Longstocking to his inside. Then it's a 2-length margin to Locked. He spots the leader about 6.5 lengths, working 4 in front of Steel Sunshine. Then Power Squeeze, and Croupy is last. They went the opening half mile in 46-3, and they swing around the far turn. Saudi Crown yet to face a threat. He's a length and a half in front with 3 furlongs to go. White Abario makes his move into second now. Moving up toward the inside, that Stronghold from between horses Mystic Dan, but he's dropping back. Trying to get underway is Locked. The favorite has a lot to do. He's warming to the task, 7 lengths off the lead, but the Grays are 1-2, and here comes Florida Derby champ White Abario looming up on the outside, and he powers right by Saudi Crown. White Abario is opening up with 1/8 of a mile to go. Back to second is Saudi Crown, Skippy Longstocking, and Locked are next. But this is a tour de force, a Pegasus World Cup to add to his Florida Derby and Breeders' Cup resume. White Abario, sharp in victory. Up for second is Locked. Back to third with Skippy Longstocking. It's closer fourth. Mixto might have got up.
And they're ready. Off at the 1400, he was second away. Car-Ying Rising, California Spangle beat him out. Invincible Sage will make a line of 3. Red Lions running 4th, Helios Express 5th, and How Deep Is Your Love is on the inside. Then Patch of Theta, Beauty Eternal and Mugens, 2.5 lengths away last of all. California Spangle is going to hold out Car-Ying Rising. Invincible Sage is running 3rd and 3 lengths to Red Lion 4th. 2 lengths to Helios Express around How Deep Is Your Love from Patch of Theta. Beauty Eternal second last on the inside, and Mugen, he's a length and a half away last of all. California Spangle at a slow clip, leads half a length. Car-Ying Rising to his outer second. Invincible Sage third, the rail. Red Line fourth follows the fave. Then the stablemates, How Deep Is Your Love and Helios Express. 3 wide Patch of Theta from Beauty Eternal, and Mugen is last of all. It's California Spangle, 400 metres to go. At his first try at 1400 metres though, Car-Ying Rising goes up to take the lead off him. Helios Express now 2 lengths away. Then Patch of Theta. It's Car-Ying Rising. Karras has to get busy. He's a length over Helios Express, and then came How Deep Is Your Love. Car-Ying Rising is in front of Helios Express, 1400 metres. No worries, Car-Ying Rising wins it from either Helios Express or How Deep Is Your Love. Then California Spangle and Beauty Eternal. Next in Red Lion from Invincible Sage, Patch of Theta and Mugen.
And away we go. Shin Emperor was one of the first to exit the machines with Dureza, Rebels Romance, and Danon Desile is going to find himself in behind. Diramil is up there along with Savinia. Then came Kalandagan, who's back in traffic here, followed by Caliph, who's out to second to last, and the Hong Kong Vars winner in Giavolotto is last of all. Shin Emperor leads them out past the 2,000 metres, and he's got an advantage of 1 3/4 lengths on Dureza. It is the local in Rebels Romance who settles down third, 4 lengths off the leader. 1 3/4 lengths to Danon Desile. The inside of Savinia, the Japanese pair race in 2. Then it came to Dira Mile, followed by Kalandagan, who's back on the running rail. From Caliph, the Bahrain runner in second last. Giavolotto is the last one. So they head to the mile marker. And it is up in front here, Rebels Romance, who's now going to inject some more tempo, and Yusei Sake is going to let him go. He sits second on Shin Emperor, followed there by Dureza, who's third. Tries to rein it back now on the leader, does Buick here, and bring the tempo once again out of the race. Savinia is 4th. 5th is Danon Desile, and Dira Mile is 6th. half a length, now a length back to Caland again, who's got 8 lengths to go on the defending champ, who's now leading up in front on a good clip, followed by Caliph, and out to the end, Giavolotto still last. Inside the 1,000 they go, and it's William Buick in the royal blue, looking to go back to back here with Rebels Romance. He's 2.5 lengths on Shin Emperor. Third was Dereza, fourth Savinia, and Danon Decile fifth the rail. Duramil was next from Caland again, who's riding a very, very patient race, is Mikhail Barcelona. He sits third to last from Caliph, and Giavolotto is last. Rebels Romance off his win in Doha last start. He's fit as a fiddle. Inside the 550 he goes. He tries to make this a real staying test. He's got 2.5 to 3 lengths on Shin Emperor, who's now felt for. Dereza works up the inside to come off the heels of the leader. Then came Danon Decile from Savinia. Caland again now out. Rebels Romance, he's hit top gear. Here's Danon Decile, and pouncing the outside Danon Decile. He goes up. Rebels Romance can't do any more. Here's Caland again, trying with a late ask, but Danon Decile, the Japanese raid tonight, is on full force. Wins the Sheema Classic, and a third win for Japan on the night. Caland again, second over. Dereza in a photo with Rebels Romance. Giavolotto ran home well from Duramil, then came next over was Shin Emperor. He had nothing to give there late.
The best of North America, the best of Europe, the Saudi Cup, $20 million, Richard Hoyles.
And they're away for the Saudi Cup, a little bit slow away, Ushbatazoro. And early on it is Walk of Stars who moves forward. Romantic Warrior jumped well and just moves off the rail to get some clear daylight and avoid the kickback. Looking for Forever Young, who's broken well and is right across the field as well. Al Musmak is racing in a handy position with Defunded through the first 200. They're being followed by Ramjet, and also there is Wait to Excel. As last year, Ushbatazoro's the one off the back end. Also towards the back at this stage is Rattle and Roll well behind as they make their way through the first 400 metres. Forever Young in the maroon colours, but it's Al Musmak towards the outside with Defunded, and right there on the running rails, Walk of Stars. Romantic Warrior tracks them in 5th place. Pale Blue racing on the inside of Wait to Excel, then Ramjet wider out to the white cap of El Código. Factor Cheval is at the back of that leading group on the outside of Wilson Tesoro. Then behind those is Intense for Me, still a gap back to Wood and Sun. Rattle and Roll well back, and Ushbatazoro as Romantic Warrior moves off the running rail as they approach the bend. So out in the lead, Forever Young on the outside, disputing it with Walk of Stars. Right round the outside, Romantic Warrior will be 5 wide into the turn, but he's poised under James McDonald as the big two move through. Forever Young, Romantic Warrior sweeps up on the outside for Hong Kong. They lock horns, and it's Romantic Warrior who finds most initially from Forever Young in second place. The two of them are clear from Wilson Tesoro and Factor Cheval, two of the great racehorses in the world. And at the moment, Romantic Warrior holds sway. His rider looks across. Forever Young is trying to close, and he's beginning to do so. Romantic Warrior from the outside. Forever Young has got to within 3 parts of a length. Romantic Warrior, Forever Young, a race for the ages, and Forever Young rounds off a terrific night for Japan. Runs down Romantic Warrior and breaks Hong Kong hearts. Back in third place, Ushbatazoro, Rattle and Roll from the back. Wilson Tesoro next with Ramjet. Then behind those, Walk of Stars dropped out. Defunded Nel Código. A stretch duel for the ages where Romantic Warrior went first but couldn't repel Forever Young, who ran him down in the final 50 metres.